everybody, we got Manga Haul episode 1 for January 29th, 2019. And we got a shipment from therightstuff.com from their anime specific website. So here's the box. You know, any company is cool when they got specific designs on their box and logos. And first out of the bag, we got wrapped up right on the top in its own wrapping here. Is volume 9 of Vinland Saga. Probably one of the best manga I've ever read. And now that I got volume 9, I can actually go ahead and then I can get going on volume 10 also as soon as I finish them. And at that point, I think I'll be pretty much caught up with the series so far, what's printed. Because I've been looking online, I haven't found 11 at all. And just to give you a look at some of the art real quick, no spoilers hopefully, but it's got a more semi-realistic art style. You know, but still a lot of high action. It's not a fantasy, no magic, nothing like that. It's all kind of realistic. Height of the Vikings age type history story. Let's find some good art. Characters are drawn slightly more realistic. Nice to see actual color pages every once in a while, just to get a tone for what everything would actually look like. And second out of the bag, we have I Am a Hero, volume 2. I picked this one up 2 weeks ago. Volume 1, and it was a pretty good read. The first half was very slow, a lot of talking, and we got to learn more about all the characters. And basically, they threw a lot of philosophy at us, and it was pretty interesting. And then, but the second half was when the perpetual shit hit the fan for a zombie story, and the characters either mostly all got killed off or scrambled, and I think there's only a couple from the first whole group of characters meeting the whole section in the whole first section of the story. So I'm actually interested where this is going to go for the rest of the whole series, because that first, what would be like the first volume, in the first half of the first omnibus, very much a story of you take the down and out loser character who doesn't really have a lot of value to his life, and you throw him into chaos, and you see how he fares in a completely different environment against everyone else. And so I really think this is that character archetype is kind of one of my new favorites to see in a story. But it's definitely got some really good, just like kind of body horror, like they always show a lot of veins, and the eyes pop out, and the bodies always get really disfigured when they're zombified. So I'm interested to see where this goes. So yeah, last thing of the box were the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 volumes of Bleach that I needed to complete my collection. Now these, you can see if you count them, they're out of order. But that's just because I've been buying them out of order. I've been buying off the whole last final arc, just so then I'll probably read it all at once, or over time, slowly, even if I don't read them right away. I only needed the last few volumes, last dozen or so. So I was just really into the idea of just finishing the story all at once, having everything completed, because I think I started reading Bleach back in 2008, 2007, back when I was like in 7th grade, in middle school. So now I'm 23, it's 2019, and I finally have this series complete, and it is the largest series in my whole collection. Is this technically upside down? Should be like this. There we go, now you can read the title. But, so, that's the last. So I'm kind of excited for this arc because it's kind of starting fresh. The last arc really, I mean, I was reading the last arc and even in 9th grade or something like that, and I was getting bored of it, so I fell off Bleach for a long time. But maybe with this last arc, stuff maybe hopefully gets interesting. At least change. It doesn't have to be the best part of the whole series, but it just needs to be maybe not just, 5 battles happening at once constantly for volumes, because what really ticked me off at some point was I would go and I'll get a volume for $10, and I would have the whole thing read in 15 minutes because it was all action. It was like, the most positive thing I can say about that is it was at least a page turner because I was able to finish it in 15 minutes, a whole volume. So now I have the whole series. I have all 74 volumes. I got the other ones on the shelf I can show you, and it's pretty exciting that this is the largest series in my collection. I finally got it finished. So we just go through every single one. This is definitely in reverse order from highest to lowest, since that's the way I stacked it. The cool thing and the nicest thing about all of Bleach is the backside art is always cool. There's always unique stuff on every cover and backside of the cover. So a bunch of characters I know nothing about, and of course you always get the group shot that happens pretty often. So yeah, a lot of these characters I only know about them based on the fact that they're on the cover, and it's been at this point that there's different for a long time in Bleach. There have been new characters on every cover. This is really dark even for me to see. This crazy dude. That guy kinda looks like a Nazi. And I'll go through and I'll show you everything that's on the shelf. I'll have to reorganize it. I definitely don't got enough space on my shelves for the way it is. I'm going to have to probably take my Rurouni Kenshin mangas and move them to a new shelf and make way for the last 15 volumes that need to fit on there. So that should be it for today's manga haul. So I see you guys later.